Hi, boys and girls. I guess this week's vocabulary is about healthy living. The first thing we're going to talk about is calories. Calories is something you'll find talking about a lot, sometimes correctly, sometimes incorrectly. You'll get to work on a wonderful assignment later in the week. It helps you understand that not all calories are created alike or mean the same things. But anytime you pull out anything from a bag of Takis to Coca-Cola or even a piece of Jawbreaker, there'll be a food label somewhere that will show a cat licking you. That will show how many calories are in that food product. So the definition of calories mainly is just food energy. It's a measurement amount of energy is in a food product. And as I said before, it differs depending on what type of food it is. For instance, if you had 1 gram of carbohydrate, which is like sugar or bread or that kind of thing, there would be 4 calories in 1 gram of carbohydrate. Now, if you ate a gram, just a version of weight, of protein, which is a meat type of meat, like a cat that I need to eat to get out of my way. Meat, protein, dried beans, that kind of thing, in 1 gram also has 4 calories. The difference is in lipids or fat, something like if you just ate a gram of butter, sounds very tasty, my 9-year-old likes butter a lot. My mother-in-law does too. But a gram of fat has 9 calories. So that just lets you know how much energy, because we learned last week that lipids store energies, carbohydrates give you energy. So that's what that works out. Now another thing you'll hear about when people talk about dieting or calories or that kind of thing is metabolism. Now, part of metabolism are metabolic rates. So the basal metabolic rate is the energy required for an organism to stay alive with no activity. So that would be if you were just laying on the couch binging on some weird Netflix series and just laying there all day long, that some of you do, much to my chagrin, that all you would be doing is burning calories at the basal metabolic rate, which requires absolutely no activity. People in a coma are also like this. So, anyway. Your total metabolic rate is the amount of energy used by your body each day. Okay? Return to the cat. So total metabolic rate is different from basal. Basal only makes up about 60% of all the calories you burn. Other activities and things like that also make up the other 40%. So the total metabolic rate is the total amount of energy you use per day. Basal is, again, the amount of you would burn if you did absolutely nothing. Metabolism is the total of all chemical reactions an organism needs to survive. That's what your metabolism is all the chemical reactions an organism needs to survive. We talked about many last week, mainly ones that happen, like cellular respiration is a very important one that happens. So the total of all the chemical reactions an organism needs to survive is that organism's metabolism. You've heard about it saying that you can have fast or slow metabolism. Usually that just means how well your body burns calories. So if you are inactive and a couch potato and you still eat lots of food, your body may not be good at burning calories. Other people who run are very, very active may be able to eat lots of food and still not gain weight. So it has to do with how well they burn calories. Some people's metabolisms, if you get old like me, if you live that long, your metabolism starts slowing down on its own. There's ways to fight against it by eating properly, which we'll talk about this week, and exercising, which is also a great thing to be. Last word we have for this week is called oxidize. Oxidize is just when something combines or is is being bound chemically with oxygen. Good example of this is during cellular respiration, glucose and oxygen chemically combined to give you the products that I hope you know very well, the waste products of water and carbon dioxide, and releases energy. Fun times. So the glucose in the lowly mitochondria becomes the ATP. You learned that last week. Adenine triphosphate. So that's all for this week. Just remember that we'll learn lots of information about exercise, a lot of information about calories and diet. Diet is not something you do to lose weight. Your diet is what you eat. So have a fun second 4-day week in a row. Over and out.